Hey everybody, we're back again. Dr. Professor Cheeseburger here with Legend of Legaia once more. I had a little things on the sides. Hopefully that makes it look cooler. But anyway, last time we were in Conkram in the past, and time travel is just so much fun and definitely not confusing. So let's do it. What we gotta do is rest for 10,000 Gs a night. Perfect. Yes, free is definitely preferred over 10,000 Gs a night. So really they're asking if you finished all your business, meaning you finished looting everything and bought all the weapons and armor that they have for sale. That's what they mean. Because, yep, we're going to see the new weapon. What could the new weapon be in the past? Before we do much, though, I did forget we have these waters to use. So let's do Gala. Let's speed up Vahn. Let's boost. Let's do Gala's right now because he's really low, and let's go ahead and boost Noa because she's my main, like, offense right now. So, what could this new weapon be in the past? I think we know. Look at that, clear skies over Conkram. I think, you know, they're trying to emphasize what's happening, like where we are right now. Prince Court is the son of King Nebular and Queen Mania, Noah's parents. Prince Court is Noah's brother, in case you didn't know. But they must have had Court like really young because he seems old. You know, and it's just like he seems like he's at least a teenager, if not into his 20s. So it's like she's pregnant right now. So it must be like a 20-year difference. She does not look pregnant. Something like that. From the home of the Ra-Seru. We are in the Seru Kai world with that kind of stuff. Mighty warriors. Yep, this is the mist. We are about to see the mist. Just look at them. Zeto looks evil. Dohati looks like he's ready to fall asleep. And Zora just looks like she's kind of there. There's Court. There's Jet. And there's the mist. I just want to know how destroying this test right now would help the mist and its henchmen. I don't know. Like stopping this test before it even begins, but then again, I guess they got to see it in order to believe it. If 3 people just kind of show up and destroy it, they'd be like, what are you guys doing? You guys must be spies. Yep, that guy's gone mad. And of course, something went wrong. I do wonder how old Court is. And it exploded. I feel like their theory was good until it went out of control and there's just too much mist. The hard part would just be like, oh, these are friends that are doing this. Well, let's get in there, boys and girl. No one knows what's going on. She's just like, we got to get there. Grr. Yep, so the mist is here. I don't know if we fight anything. But I'm really curious if we do. Kind of curious what happens if we go upstairs right now. We just see people everywhere. It's blocked from the inside, meaning everybody's a coward. Okay, we do fight. That's what I wanted to know. Hey, it's the same Sarah we saw before. Alright. I was just going to go see if there's like any dialogue we can have with anybody up here, but I'm going to say probably not. Oh man, he is so far down. No, attack Vahn. Not him, attack Vahn. Okay, just keep attacking Gala. Just do whatever you want, guys. It's fine. It's fine. But he is going to have to do that again, and... yeah, we're just going to have him... oh, good. First 2 hits missed. Alright. This is now overkill for this thing. Almost 3,000 damage. That little boost in attack power is what we needed. Because I didn't get her a new weapon, or like at all. Yeah, with what we had, it was going to cost 90. So I wonder if we have. I don't have anything that ends with Ra-Seru, so yeah, they all start and end with Ra-Seru. Or no, arms. I guess they end with arms. So, and boom, let's try that. Yeah, they don't eat up anywhere near as much as he does. Vahn eats up a lot of AP. But let's see if this one does anything. Didn't do much to Noa and Gala, and it doesn't do much to Vahn because he's fire. Still want to know what he says. 1591, not bad. I don't think Noah's gonna get it though. I think it's gonna be Gala. Got it. There you go. Good job, Ozma. Look at that axe. Not axe. Mace. Club. Whatever. It's green and it'll take you down. Alright. Enough messing around. We can fight here, but I don't know if there's anywhere to rest. Either way, let's get downstairs, because that's where we need to go to stop this mist. More slipperies. All right. I really like having Gala go first, because with his intelligence being the highest, he has the best magic stats. So he can just he can just heal first. And it's a guarantee as well. Like, that's what's important. It's a guarantee. Which is what I really want. Like, to know that I'm going to go first, I think it helps with the strategy. It doesn't help with his damage output, though. I might need to change up his attacks. Oh, yeah. Oof. That hurt. Alright. She can use anything she wants because her attacks are all cut in half. So that's really nice. Alright. Let's change him up a little bit. Do I have up left at all? No. But we can do that. Or what if we just do... Yeah, there we go, okay. Spirit, and let's go ahead and have him orb. I can't believe he doesn't have a spoon. I overlooked that. And... Can't wait until that gets to level 9, because it's going to do a lot more than just heal. It's going to heal all the stats, like a lot of the status effects, and it's going to start recovering AP. He did the same attack 4 times. You could have just blocked one. Gee whiz, he blocks so much. That wasn't that bad. Let's see. Oh, that wasn't even that bad a hit to his AP. There we go. Let's keep him at 100. And down you go. I do wonder if you hit past their HP, like, you know, say they have 100 HP, you do like 10 hits, and it, you know, the first 2 hits knocks out 100, and then you just keep going on the damage. You're just, you know, overkill basically. I wonder if they could still block and they're just like automatically put at 1%, like 1 HP or something. I don't know. That'd be interesting to find out. What? What a mess what are you talking about? Their strength? So we basically have to go to Rogue's Tower. So we're going to go find the evil Ra-Seru. And one more thing. Okay, so there's nothing in here. Nope, not yet. All right, let's definitely save. Let's go ahead and reveal the next portrait, which is... Oh, it looks like Gaza. Giza? I don't remember his name, actually. Shoot. Well, I guess that's on me, then. Let's do that, and we're good to go. Jumping in. So basically, we have to interfere here. We're not supposed to, but we're doing it here because otherwise they can't stop the mist anyway. It's the second time in like less than 2 days that they've been, you know, floating. It's a piece of rogue. Yep. I guess so. The tower itself is the body of a rogue. Oh, I guess they're not going to help us anymore. So basically, while we're in this tower, Meta, Terra, and Ozma will not speak to us. They're going to still do things, like we can still summon, we can still fight with them. It really just means they're just going to be silent. So, we're on our own. And we're determined. Okay, so this tower is kind of fun. These teleporters will just keep going around. But every once in a while, the tower does this. And I have a hard time remembering what that does. We need to get there. And these teleport us, but if you teleport while that is active, it changes where you go. So we're just going to go like this and figure out how to get to that chest. Oops. I don't want to go there yet. I want the chest. Okay, so what happens if we go through it? Nothing. We didn't do it in time. Or it just doesn't do anything. We haven't fought anything yet. Okay, so where are we? Right there, there's the chest. I think this one is fairly straightforward. Hey, look, Barras. We've seen those before, haven't we? Maybe. I don't know. I think we have, actually. Was it on the mount? Was it on Mount Denny, or was it at the floating castle? I think the floating castle. Either way. Let's do that on him. Let's have her get rid of the slippery because of its poison thing. Yeah. Moni. I love this game. I really do. As far as like RPGs of this time frame, it was, I thought, like really well done. Like some people are like the graphics are terrible and all that. It's like, well, yeah, it was a PS1 game. And while there were better ones, this wasn't like a super popular studio or anything like that. People didn't know who the creators were. It wasn't like a Square Enix or something like that, or Squaresoft as they were back in this era. You know, I mean, they made the battles for a PS1 game look really good. And I think, okay, yeah. And you know, if I'd be proud of a game like this. I would, because it's got a unique fighting system for turn-based games. It's got a unique magic system, and I think the story is a pretty good one. You know, I think this is a game that's would be great for a remake. Kind of. Problem with it, I think, would be I've seen a lot of remakes right now, and a lot of them are just not good. Now, I will say, some, like, the Final Fantasy VII remake is great, but I think they knew they had to really take their time with it and do the best they could on it. Okay, so I will say we are getting deeper and deeper into this. There are places to heal, but they're far away. Now, that's where we need to go. We will eventually be back there. So we need to activate that thing, and there's only one way to do it. We have to find something very specific, which might not be easy to find. Let's do this one because I don't know, and I'm just... Let's do this one. There we go. That's one of them. Now, what could these things be? Some old friends. And by that I mean they're Ra-Seru. And it's Caraban, level 2. Yes, we have to defeat Caraban again. He is a Ra-Seru that we can't absorb, but he has levels like the ones we can. It's just interesting. Not much has changed, except he's a lot stronger than he was. Alright, so let's just hit him hard. I don't really want to change. I do want to change his up a little bit. Alright, so wait, hold on. Hold on. Up left. Up left. Down right. Do I have one that goes right, left? No, I don't. Right, left. Do I have one that ends on a... No, I won't have one of those. Or no. Left. Do I have one that starts on the left? What if I go back to guillotine? Yeah. Okay. Hey, there you go. 1600. Not bad. 1229. You could do better, Vahn. Come on. All right, Noah. Show him how it's done. That was really easy. Oh, a miracle water. I think we should increase Vahn's stats. He's got a ways to go on a lot of things. So, that was level 2, Caraban. Now, let's use that water, miracle water. Vahn. Alright, so that's one seal. Let's go back in here somewhere and try to find the other one, because that portal is clearly not active. So we need to find a way to activate it. Oh shoot. Let's see. Is this where we need to go? I don't think so. Oops. Yep. See, that's what it does. That flash meant we got teleported somewhere else. I don't know if it works on every single one, but whatever. Works on this one. That's what we needed right there. I feel like different Ra-Seru come out when the ground changes. Maybe I'm wrong. But either way, here's the other seal. What's it gonna be? It's gonna be Berserker. Remember him from Jeremiah? That's right, Berserker level 2. So he was a tough customer, but we're a lot stronger than we were. So let's get to it. Oh. That was a lot weaker than I thought it would be. Like, let's just do, yeah, let's do that again. Yep. And yep. Alright. Everybody just go all in. Let's see if we can beat him as quickly as we did Caraban. Well, he didn't go down, and that was almost 2,000 damage. All right, all right. We're still pretty far behind. Not behind, but we're still not knocking him down. That's what we're not doing. None of those hits knocked him down. Uh-oh. Earth attack. I swear I remember these being tougher, but I also might not have been as high leveled as I am right now. Sometimes I do bum rush the story. Alright, come on, Gala, heal us up. I remember just struggling with some of these at one point, but I also remember that I was like, you know, when I played these, I was a kid. I didn't understand good strategy for RPGs and stuff like that, how to play these kinds of games. I didn't know. But now I would say I do know. Like, when I fail, it's either because I'm just not strong enough, or they really turned up hard mode. Not that I'm on hard mode or anything right now. Alright, Noah, knock him down. Get us that progress. And he blocked the last one. Boom. Down you go. Yeah, this one's a little bit harder than Caravan, but hey, whatever. Oh, that's bad. Ooh, he did not get rotted. So that's a good thing. I think he has a thing for that, actually. Alright. Vahn and Gala, come on, show us what you got. And he's going down. I think Vaughn's got this. And boom, done. That wasn't too bad. More miracle water. Good, a chunk of experience. Hopefully we can get to 30 before the end of this. Hopefully we can get there soon. But hey, that money, the 3,000, that's nice. And look, that teleporter is open. Alright, let's do magic, Gala, orb. Yeah. We got the chest. No, we didn't. Crap. We gotta get the stuff, right? Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to use the miracle water. We're gonna go ahead and do it on Vahn again. Get his stats built up a little bit. So that hopefully he'll be dishing out some big damage soon. Good, good. Let's try this guy. This one? Darn it. I feel like I'm messing up here. Yep. Alright. Yep. That's supposed to do something, but I guess it's only on certain places. Alright. Where? No, I think I came from this one. I get confused on some of these, I guess. Alright, so we know that one on the right isn't the right way. And we know we've got a fight here. Ooh, spoons! Yeah, it's pretty much all Seru here. Because we're in this, basically in the Seru world. We're not in the Serukai, we're on like the edge of it, pretty much, is what they said. They said we're in the frontier of it, so we're not really there. Alright, only Gala is attacking the spoon. He needs a spoon. spoon that is also a bunch of forks. Nope. Noah should actually not be doing a whole lot of damage to these guys, so I don't care. She's gonna do a bunch. She's gonna do as much as she can. And old Blue Eyes. Be kind of cool if she got them all. I will say there is, like, it's not a necessity to get all these Seru, but some of them are just like, they're really cool to look at. Got him. All right, so that's one down. That was Noah almost down. You know what? Let's have her use a spoon. Does she have the orb? It's higher leveled, but... or should I just have Vahn do it? I'm just gonna have Vahn do it. Because his is at least higher leveled and all that, so... I like doing this here, like, at my house, because I'm at home right now. And I know I travel a lot doing this, but I still try to keep this consistent, but at the same time, I'm like, why not just play it on the road? I've been wondering about that lately. Like, what if I just did it on the road? Pick whatever background and then just go back through and... Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. Sorry. I have also thought about doing some tech videos. Just helping out. Ooh, he got it. Because I do a lot of AV stuff, and it would just be like, oh, I wonder if I can do some things to help some people out to learn some of the basics of the AV world. I have thought about that too. Because I know the AV world for new people who are trying to get into it is a little intimidating because there's so much to learn. You know, some people think you might just be pushing faders, pushing buttons, whatever. And there are some, like, a front of house audio guy can do that. But most people don't just get that. You know? Like, most people, they have to start by helping put the PA together. And that's not the glamorous work. You know, that's not the work that's like the easy stuff where everybody notices it. I will say, like, for me, audio is one of those things, like, the minute it fails, people notice it immediately. Like, if they hear a screech in the microphone, everybody notices it. There's no avoiding it. Unless they're just deaf. But, lighting is a little different because you can just make things look like it was supposed to happen there. No big deal. But in video, some people might not be paying attention when a glitch happens. So it might just be... What happened? What are you talking about? I remember one year I was working chapel at the school, at the university I went to, and gee whiz, I'm gonna try going through it as soon as it goes. And one of the biggest things was homecoming. It was a super stressful time. Everybody was on edge because we're like, this is the big event of the year. We really want it to go well. you know, I'm just work study at this point, but I've been working a lot of extra hours for it, which I was like, great, I could use the money. But you know, we were just like, okay, what's going to go wrong? What's going to go wrong? What's going to go wrong? And nothing was going wrong. Everything was going great. And the thing that ended up happening was so ridiculous that a lot of people were just like, okay. So what happened was, you know, when a camera is out of focus, you can tell, right? You can look at that camera and be like, oh, it's a little out of focus. Well, production monitors are way higher quality than the screens. So we looked at them and said, oh, that camera's a little soft. Cool. Oh, I gotta get in there. How do I get in there? So we I thought that would do it. So what you do in that scenario is if you have other cameras, you tell them to you switch to another camera, and when you do that, when you switch to another camera, you tell the other camera, all right, zoom in as close as you can, get your focus, like turn your focus wheel until it looks like crystal clear picture, zoom back out to what you had, like get in as close as you can to get your focus, right? Then pull out. Well, the mess up happened when the guy doing the switcher, you know, everything else was going well. He just forgot to switch. So the camera is live and the camera is live, and you just see him zoom in, get right onto his nose, catch his focus, zoom back out, like, and everybody just kind of chuckled at it, and that was it. That was the mess up. It was just so funny. Like, that's not a big deal. You know, I've been on shows where, well, I wasn't there, but there was another time where, you know, it was basically just people talking and lecturing and being live streamed and everything. And the camera guy decided to lock his knees, and you know, if you do it for like 5 minutes, it's not a big deal. If you do it for an hour, it kind of gets to you. And after, like, he was maybe 10 minutes away from hitting the end of his talk, maybe less, and you know, the guy starts shaking a little bit, and you're like, what's going on? Like, bro, dude, calm down. And they're just like, just hold out a little bit longer, do some squats, just whatever. There's a bar behind you, sit on it, something. Nope. He fell over and took the camera with him. It was, oh, I wasn't there for it, but in the moment, like, when I heard about it, I was like, oh, because I don't think that camera survived the fall. And you know, it happens. It really does. I've run a camera for 6 straight hours before. You know, running a camera is not for everybody. So that's fine, but you know, it's one of those things I can look back on and be like, that was funny. And I feel bad because, you know, the guy did feel bad about it, but still, like, don't lock your knees, man. That's all I can say. But, you know, running a camera isn't really difficult. You know, doing it well is, because there's just, like, getting on a camera, pointing it at people. Okay, cool. If you have somebody show you what you're doing with the controls, it's like you can run a camera basically for, like, with a 2-minute crash course. You know, I could teach somebody how to point and shoot a camera in 2 minutes. You know, okay, here's your pan and tilt lock, so you can move the camera up and down or side to side, whatever. Because if you leave those locks on, it's basically holding it in place. You're not supposed to be able to move it, and if you do, you're breaking the camera. Okay, undo those. Next, you got your zoom, usually on your right handle, though it's whatever people prefer. Normally, in most cases, zoom is on the right. You just go right to zoom in, left to zoom out. Here's your speed, so you can determine how quickly you zoom in or slowly. Over here is your focus. Turn it, get your focus. You're good. If you have a director talking to you, just do what he says. Pan is left and right. Tilt is up and down. And that is the basics of it. Oh shoot. So yeah, that's basically, if you're running a camera on sticks, that's what you're gonna have. Like a front of house camera or a camera like the front of house camera is a slash camera, things like that. That'll be the basics. And a lot of times you can run a lot of cameras like that. You know, now some people will just be like, you know, just do constant, like zoom in, zoom out, or push in, pull out. Pan left or right, of course. There's a lot of different terms on a lot of different things too. Like, there's get your head to toe. That one's pretty self-explanatory. There's the cowboy shot, which is basically like shins up, knees up, somewhere in that area, I think. Then you've got your waist up shot, and then you can get in a little bit tighter. Some people don't like that to get that tight, but then you also got to watch your headroom. Headroom is the space between, is right here. This is headspace right here. This. So you got to watch that too, because, you know, it's one thing to look like this. It's another when it looks like this, right? And you want to keep them centered to the frame. If you've got two people, you're gonna want to watch that. You know, there's so many more things I could go over, but those are like some of the basic things that if you know those things, most directors will be like, yeah, they were a fine camera op. And that's it. Okay, I don't know how to get to this chest. I must be missing one. Like, I'm constantly skipping it or something. Okay. Is it this one? Okay, what about going back in here? Nope. Oh man, I'm never gonna figure this out, am I? It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Was it here? How do I get up there? That's what I need to get. I just got to try them all. Ooh. I was right. There are other enemies depending on how the background looks. We got a Puera level 2. This is the hard part about getting Pueras later, is that, yeah, it's like, do I want damage or do I just want to end the fight with him? Oh. Oops. I was run off. Man, I usually don't fail things like that and RPGs. Iota is actually a pretty good late game summon. So we're gonna go ahead and go for the Puera first because I don't want another death game. Now I think he's either gonna keep doing death game or he's gonna attack me. It gets a lot harder the next level because eventually it's either you're dead or they're dead. There's no damage, there's no healing, there's nothing. There's just dead. Okay, let's go ahead and have her hit the Iota. So, the reason I say camera op is because in the tech world, it's one of the easier things to do, other than just being a stagehand. Stagehand, anymore at this point, like stagehands used to be, I feel like before COVID, used to be really like on it a lot more than they are now. Some regions, not as much because some cities, they're just, they're just not good. They don't care about their job. And it kind of sucks because it's, it makes my job harder. But if you're trying to get in with a production company, one thing to know is ooh, nice, is just know who you know, is be a stagehand. Being a stagehand is a great way. You can get in with a lot of stagehand companies easily. Not easily, but you just show up, you work hard, you just say yes to things, and people will be like, we should hire that one guy back, or that one girl back. Okay, I've got to find this thing. Okay, little room takes us back to the beginning. Okay, so what about this one? Let's go through it only when it changes. What if we go back? Will it take us to a different place if we go back? I don't know. We're going to find out here in just a moment. Okay, it don't. And it just takes us there. I don't think this one takes us anywhere different. Or does it? Oh, what's this? Seriously? Found it. All right, I don't know if that was worth it. Let's see what a Guardian Chain does. Guardian Chain. We have 2 of them now. Great. It is not what I wanted. Okay, now let's figure out how to get back to the beginning, because now that we have the chest, oh, here we go, into the little room, go to this teleporter, and we are going to the next level. Okay, it's strange blue water, let's just drink it. That restores our HP and MP. They both do the same thing. Great. All right. Good to know. So everybody's fully healed. Let's go through here. There's no down there. All right. We're going to do the left one. All right, we're down here now. Oh, let's wait. Let's go through here. We're gonna go up to this one. Again, I'm just guessing. I don't know. We're just following where the teleporters take us. All right. What do we got down here? So, ooh, more spoons and more slipperies. All right. I think that we're doing a lot here. We're getting there. We haven't gone back as far as I can tell. Man. Yeah. So slippery, and just to beat up the spoon. Not that I think he's going to be the one to destroy the spoon. A good amount of hits, though. Over 100 damage per hit. Ouch. That hurt. But mostly in here, slippery. Thank you. Now I'm gonna kick your butt. And by I mean Noah. Got him. Yeah. There you go. Hey, that was pretty good. 1741. We'll take it. Wimp. All right. Everybody spirited on up. One of the things I really love about what I do isn't just that I get to sit and play games like sometimes. Not all the time. It is a perk, but it's also, it's not like I'm playing like Call of Duty or anything like that. I can't do that. A lot of times these venues won't have Wi-Fi or anything. And if they do, it's not good enough to do online gaming. You know? And I've got to play something like this where I can just drop out at any moment and go work. You know? That's what I love about the Steam Deck. And basically it just brings you back wherever you were in a game, just drops you right back in. I love that. Save state. There we go. All right. We hit 30 with 2 people. But I love that because in my line of work, it's important to be ready. So if I'm just sitting there playing a game, that's fine. But if I'm playing an online game where it's like, hey, I need like 5 minutes to finish this level, no, not okay. They will definitely say something, and I will definitely not be asked back again. So, a lot of people I work with, especially like my bosses and stuff, they know I do this. Like, they know I play games and stuff. And for the most part, they're fine with it, as long as A, clients don't see me, because that's just not a professional look. Understandable. And B, as long that most of the time I'm willing to just drop my game. And I have and I will drop the game anytime to do my job. Okay, so I think we need to go backwards a little bit because I don't know where we're going right now. Let's try this. Oh, well, that's a dead end. Okay. Let's heal up. Just because we're right there, we might as well. All right. Okay, so I think this is the one that matters a little bit more if we go in during this. Because I think it'll just teleport us to that little room in the center there. Hey, look, there's a guy. Who's it? It's Berserker, level 3. All right, so this is going to be a little bit tougher fight. We are going to have to really, like, hit this guy hard. This isn't good. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, it got 2 body parts. It got his legs and his right arm. That's not good. Yep, so he's not going to be doing much. Alright, I think his orb will heal rot. So even though this is a little bit of a waste, I'd rather have my Vera up to level 9 or 7, I think. Rot, perfect. I'd rather have it up to 9 because that's 6 MP versus 18. It's like 3 times the cost for it, but oh, come on. I just healed him, you dope. Oh, he can't use anything. Gee whiz. $25.65. We'll take that all day. Yeah. 1662. That's not bad, Vahn. Yeah. Look at that. I've never seen that. Just you can't even look at the command. All right. It's Cure Gala again. Honestly, if he kept using Spore Attack on Vahn, this fight would be like cake. Because Vahn has something to prevent this. It really does. Ooh, Noa and Gala have almost the same HP. I just noticed that. Alright. Alright. Gee whiz. It's gonna hurt when it's not. Should I change it? No, I like what he's doing. Because he's still staying together with his attacks. And what I mean by that is he's still just shoot. Down, yep. And there we go. Okay, everybody's going on. Like his attacks. Sorry, my wife is super pregnant, so she's also texting me. She's been very supportive of me and doing this. You know, I've wanted to give up a little bit, but she's just like, no, you should give it a couple, like 3 years. She's told me 3 years. And, you know, she said if after 3 years you're just like, no, it's not going anywhere, it's not doing anything, okay, but just give it 3 years to build yourself up and do what you can. I'm like, okay, I'll try it for 3 years. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. That's fine. But, you know, I think that's good advice. Like, don't give up. You know, just keep trying until you find something people are like, ooh, I want to hear about this. And I think a lot of times people want the Mr. Beast level growth. They want to explode. They just want to go insane and be like, oh man, I'm the next big Mr. Beast or something like that. That's the first person that popped in my head. But like, they want to have the millions of views. They want to have the millions of dollars. They want to get the mansions. It's like, you got to start small. You just got to build up and find what people like. You know? So I'm actually going to pause it here and go take care of her, because some things are a little more important than videos. But I'm going to come back right at this moment here in a little bit. So thank you guys for watching. We're going to finish this fight next time. Thank you for watching.